So today's episode, which is episode 712, is all about having the right team in place and how that is going to help elevate your marketing. We're going to get right into it live here on the Sharvette Mitchell radio show. Our guest is hanging out in the virtual studio. Lisa Ealy is here with us, and you'll hear more about her and more about this segment right after this quick intro. Don't you move.
Whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know? Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sharvette Mitchell radio show, broadcasting live from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard and seen all across the World Wide Web. We are so excited that you took a few minutes to stop by, or if you are listening in, listen, we are live in 6 different platforms. So shout out to Facebook, 3 different places on Facebook. Shout out to LinkedIn, shout out to YouTube, shout out to Twitter. Listen, we appreciate you. And if you're listening later, in all of our podcast platforms, Apple and iHeartRadio and all of that. And then certainly you might be listening in from Blog Talk Radio. We appreciate you joining us, where the goal of the show is to motivate, excite, and influence. Thank you for those that are coming on in. We see you as we bring this amazing topic to you today. Again, episode 712 here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Here's why the right team elevates your marketing. And so this conversation is all for our small business owners, our entrepreneurs. You might be a solopreneur. You might already have some team in place. We have an expert here with us, and we're going to talk all about team today. And so we want to let you know that this segment is brought to you by my 7th, can y'all believe that? My 7th in-person event that's coming up here in Richmond, Virginia, November 2nd, which is for our VIPs only, but November 3rd and November 4th is the main summit. You want to jump over to platformbuildersummit.com. We'll be at the 4 Points by Sheraton out by the airport. And guess what? Our guest today, Lisa, she's going to actually be one of the speakers. I'm opening up the summit and she actually closes it out. So you are in for a treat, but we want to see you there. Listen, tickets, the registration closes Monday, October 30th. That is your last opportunity to grab a ticket. So certainly, again, join us, platformbuildersummit.com, 4 Points by Sheraton in Richmond, Virginia. So if you can make it to Richmond, we want to see you there and we want you to be a part of it. Awesome. Hey, Lynette, thank you for stopping on in. Hello to my mom. Thanks for being here. Hello to Kim and Deborah over on YouTube as well. So let me introduce my guest. As I know, all of the platforms are sending out notifications, building up notifications to say, hey, the Sharvette Mitchell radio show is live and on air. And so known as the HR Profit Strategist, Lisa Ealy is the founder of the Purple Squirrel Group and HR for Profit, which is a leading HR consulting and talent firm, which is specializing in serving faith-based businesses, community development corporations, and nonprofits. With over 30 years of experience, Lisa previously held HR leadership roles in both the public and private sectors. Lisa holds a Master's of Business Administration degree in finance, a bachelor's degree in accounting, and a master's degree in theology. Her expertise lies in fixing organizational challenges and identifying the path to increased profits and stability. And again, she is here today on the Sharvette Mitchell radio show for our topic. Here's why the right team elevates your marketing. I want you to put your hands together and welcome Lisa to the stage. Hello, Lisa. How are you?
Well, hello. I am so delighted to be here. And when I got the invitation, I'm so honored as well because one, you are amazing.
Thank you.
And you are doing all the things, and it shows as a testament because of the number of years you've been able to do a live event. And this is your episode 712. That's
Yes.
amazing, right? That's amazing. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. We are excited. Listen, we see some of your audience as well. Hey, Tanisha, thank you for being here. Lisa is amazing. Listen, you're already getting testimonials already. Hey, Diane, Lady Di, thank you. Hey, girl. Hey, and so let's jump in because I honor your time. When did the HR bug bite you?
Wow, that's really interesting. So I thank you for reading my background. Whenever I hear that, I'm like, I don't need another degree, the thing, I don't need another thing. But I'm grateful that I was able to fulfill those calls when they came.
Yeah.
So in college, I will tell you this, I needed to make sure that when I graduated, I had a job. I don't know if anybody can relate to that,
Yes.
but I needed to make sure I had a job. So that is in part why I ended up focusing on accounting in undergrad, and because I needed to get a job. And I took a couple accounting classes. I did really well in it. I will tell you, even to this day, I still balance my checkbook and budget and all those things down to the penny.
Wow.
I was working on some earlier today in the spreadsheet and doing my little 10 key, for those of you who know. So that's really, where that came from. But in that environment, what I realized is that I didn't fit because I wasn't quiet. I wanted to engage with people. I wanted to impact people and make a difference with the people. So there was literally a pull and a tug to be part of a training team, from training to HR. I'll tell you, this is a challenging story, but it's so true.
We are here all 8 years.
Man.
Here.
So I was in a training and development role with a big CRM that was popular in the 90s, early 90s, late 90s. And I was part of the 1999 money making machine. I made a bunch of money during changing from 99 to 2000. I don't even know if that was a real thing, but
yes.
Anyway, I was asked, because I guess I was the most balanced person there, to terminate somebody. So as a non-HR person in training and development, I was asked to terminate someone. And so just being really sensitive to make sure that I treated the person with dignity and respect and left them whole. And also that I had a script written out that I followed. And that was like my first task, which is so tough for a non-HR person.
Yeah.
But that began the HR journey for me. And I would say this, I wouldn't take nothing from my journey now. Right? I wouldn't take nothing for the journey now, because it is literally the people in every business is the one thing that assures that you will be able to elevate, because we're only have a limited amount of capabilities. Although I know that many of the entrepreneurs that I get to work with are amazingly smart, brilliant, think through things to the end, but you can't be everywhere all the time and know all the things.
Ouch,
so,
ouch, right? Or amen, listeners. I see y'all coming in. Ouch or amen.
Yes. So that's really where it came into play for me from that standpoint. And I really want to see, I'm going to say this, matches made in heaven between the employee and the employer, so that everybody wins at the end of the day. But I also know, because I took a long time in my own business before I started making any hires, right? And it probably prevented me from reaching six figures and beyond quicker, and even getting to six figures in profit and multiple six figures in profit, because I delayed that. And I knew better. So my hope and goal is to show others how to do it properly so that you can scale for profit.
There you go. I am loving that. Thanks for being transparent there. And if you're just popping in, you're just tuning in, hey, we're talking about here's why the right team elevates your marketing. And Lisa literally just segued us so nicely into that. And so you started with, I think it's the first one, the Purple Squirrel Group, and then also HR for Profit. So, came first, the chicken or the egg? And tell us a little bit about your companies.
Yeah. So our parent company is the Purple Squirrel Group. And so my chair is purple. I like purple. Purple is like my favorite color. I'm a Prince fan. Sorry for those, and a Michael Jackson fan. I'm gonna say, because I know there's like Prince and Michael Jackson out there, but I'd love to know for y'all that's listening, is Prince or Michael Jackson number one? But anyway,
let us know. And I'm checking. I'm looking at y'all over in the Facebook community.
Let's see what people say about that. But so literally, I will say the HR came first. So I don't know if it's the chicken or the egg, but I'm gonna say the chicken came first. So the chicken with HR came first, but it was always Purple Squirrel Group. And we named the practice HR for Profit so that it would be more clear at the end of the day. But the Purple Squirrel Group really existed to, again, marry candidates with employers. And a purple squirrel, you can look it up, is literally like a whale in Las Vegas. It is an elusive employee that exceeds everything. So if you have 50 things you want in an employee, they have 60, right? From that standpoint. Now, I will tell you this, purple squirrels don't exist, right? They're like unicorns from that standpoint. So we help our clients turn brown squirrels into purple squirrels.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, I love that analogy. And so for the entrepreneurs that are listening, and let's kind of start from the basics. So there might be that solopreneur, that one person, they have their business, they're working their business, and they're thinking, okay, when we think about marketing, there's a ton of things that we can do. I know that my clients that are in the Platform Builder program, I have a 6-part framework, and then we took a whole year to go through how to build your brand and how to elevate your personal brand. And there's a lot of marketing activities. And so talk to us just from your opinion of if someone is knowing that, okay, I need to focus on my marketing, and I'm also looking at a need team, where can they start? Where should they start?
Yeah, so I'm going to say, I'm so glad that you're talking about marketing, because our brand impacts the ability or inability to attract freelancers or contractors or employees or ambassadors or volunteers or what have you. So you've got to have a very succinct and I would say mapped out, well thought out, effective brand to ensure that you're able to attract the top level, I'm going to say, team member, because this is not necessarily just about employees. And so marketing is so critical, because one of the things I will say is I ask the clients that I work with who hire us to do hiring strategies for them to do a branding video, literally introducing the future hire, freelancer, contractor to their business, and even talk about, what they do, why they love it, what is the transformation. And so if I could tell you this, those branding videos are winners.
Wow. So wait, you blowing things up right now, because people often think marketing is only to the consumer that I want, or the other business that I want to buy my products. What you are saying, if you are building a team, you are marketing your business to contractors or employees that you want to attract. Okay. I just want to make sure everybody understood that. I just want to make sure everybody heard that.
Yes, you are. Because if I were going to come work for you, I would say, ooh, this company is fun and colorful and exciting, and you're thorough and you're consistent, right? All of those things. So I believe that you're an extension of your brand.
Absolutely. And I think we might have some audio. I think the audio, let me just double check if it's on my end. Let me just double check. All right. Okay, say so. I think we got you back.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
You can hear me
All right.
now?
Yes, yes. All right. I don't know, interrupted your thought. I wanted to make sure we heard that. We heard what you were saying. So, all right. And we are live. We got yes.
I tell you, technology is always technology in itself, but
right.
we're gonna keep going.
That's right.
At the end of the day, because this message is amazing. And what I love about the work that I do is it's literally connected to every single part of your business. And so it's critically important that you have not just your offer and your website and your transformation, but you've got to have an idea and your marketing out there. Because without it, how will the person know if they're the appropriate fit for your organization, right? And the messaging as well. Can I share a story with you about a contractor that I was going to hire for some work? So I was going to hire a contractor, but what I was feeling in the team was, and they were going to be doing some sales and also some appointment setting for my business.
Okay.
And so it's an extension of who I am. So if their style, their mannerism, and also even whether they are an extension of who I am or not will show up, because then they're going to attract the wrong person to my business. But I only knew that because I had a well-established brand and what I represent and the transformation that I offer and how I market. In fact, I will tell you this, I even have a list of words and sayings that I use inside of the business with clients and all of that, because I want them to extend and use the same language.
Great. And then you equip them with that. So great. I love this first step is all about you have your marketing in play, right? Have your marketing ready to go. And that does everything. All right. So let's do this. Let's take there might be a little rinky-dink something going on here. Let's take a quick commercial break. And I'm going to go back into the studio, and we hope the audio on both ends is coming back. So let's take a very quick commercial break, and I'm going to have Lisa jump back to the studio, and we'll be right back. And this I think is a great time to share. She just talked about a brand video, but I'd love to share a quick video that we captured that really gives the essence of why I host events, which Lisa is going to be speaking at the Platform Builder Summit. But here's a little bit about why we host events. There is something incredibly powerful about women business owners and leaders connecting. I mean, really connecting. Yes, online networking is great and it's convenient. However, there is nothing like the energy and vibe of meeting in person. It cannot be replaced. If you thrive in community, I encourage you to connect with and pursue your tribe. Maybe that's with a group of friends. Perhaps that is a local networking event, or with women you connect with through a business program or cohort. Someone asked me, why do you host conferences and retreats and encourage your clients to do the same? I responded with a quote from event leader and small business advocate, Lauren Casilia. Your audience needs to know each other, and you need to be the connector. My hope for high-achieving women entrepreneurs is that they have a safe space to be heard, to be seen, and to be free. All right, that's just a little bit about why I host events. Let's bring Lisa back up in. Listen, I know she has some great things to share because Lisa, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
And I
Yes.
can hear you. Okay, we're good.
We're
Listen,
good.
listen. We making this happen today. And so so I love the kind of the first action item for even, solopreneurs or small businesses, make sure their brand and their marketing is on point so that they attract the right contractors, virtual assistants, and W-2s. So there is that. What is and so how, if we think about even, and I'd love for you to talk about a virtual assistant or contractor versus a W-2 employee, probably be a good time to share, just make sure everybody's on the same page with that.
Yeah. So the proper way to a classification is a contractor versus a full-time employee or W-2, right? So contractors are what we would call 1099. We issue them a 1099. There are some ways around that, but those are the primary two versions. If you're working with a company or agency, they may just send you an invoice and you pay. So those could be considered suppliers or vendors, right? So that's a different class. But you also need to make sure that they really understand your business and your vision and transformation, and from that standpoint. And so one of the things is this, is that an employee is someone that you are responsible to pay taxes to based on whatever state they're in. Now, you're not required. Now, this is the thing. It depends, right? We like the word depends.
Right.
HR. It depends if they get benefits, but benefits may be paid time off, which could be sick time. It could be holidays. It could also be PTO, right? In general, or vacation, like we would call it.
Yeah.
It could also additionally be medical benefits. It could be dental and vision, and it could be a plethora of other benefits. But let me say this, you are not required by law to provide benefits until you get to a certain threshold in employees, and also depending on where you live regionally. So you have that. I'll share this story with you. I'm not a fan of it, but there's a big company that starts with W and ends with T. And they do not pay benefits. Now they're a multi-billion dollar company across the world, and they typically pay less than 10% of their employees receive benefits, right? Because those who work in the retail big box stores have to work 30 or up to 39 hours or less. In fact, they will get reprimanded for working more than 39 hours, and definitely not 40, because that's the trigger not only for overtime, but also for benefits. And so it's a shame.
But that's great. So that is, and I think one of the points that you brought up as well for small businesses who are going to be stepping into the hiring, that if they're not at a place where they meet the threshold, or that their revenue is at the place of medical benefits, thinking about, okay, you can give time off. You can give, there is a benefits package that you can offer that could be attractive. And so specifically in this space of marketing and like having the right team, how does it elevate a company's marketing now to their core customers?
Right. So having the right team enables you to do more in marketing and attracting your ideal client or customer and becoming visible to them. It also helps in, I'll tell you this, for those of you who are listening to the previous episode right before the commercial, which was great, by the way.
Thank you.
Is that it helps because there is less time in development. So, for example, your language, how you speak, your color palettes, those types of things. And also, I'm going to say like hashtags and all of those things are related to what you do in your business, right?
Yeah.
So when you hire the right people and you have clarity about those things, and it happens in the onboarding process, whether they are an employee, a freelancer, or some other type of agency that you're using for something, is that you're setting yourself up and them up for success. And guess what else it does? It saves you time, because you're not going back and saying the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah.
From that standpoint. So I know, for example, if I were to come and work with you as a marketing associate, you got your brand colors, you got your messaging. You could send me probably 100 different videos that help me understand who you are, what you do, your message. You
Yeah.
can take some of those things and transcribe them and create your whole list of your language, right? At the end of the day. And so working with an experienced HR consultant that understands the importance of marketing, and helping to onboard your team effectively really helps with that. But you got to have a marketing expert like this lady over here.
I know, like, right. It's like, where is it?
Right? Because you're going to make it easier for someone not just to, elevate their business, but to elevate their brand, and also to attract the right members to their team.
Yeah. And I definitely hear a lot of entrepreneurs say, okay, I know I need to be doing more on social media, or I know I need to be doing more with repurposing, or I know I needed to be doing more email marketing, or I know I should have, I went to an event and I want to follow up more. I got all these business cards. And so oftentimes, having team, and you've described this so eloquently, whether from an agency or a vendor to a contractor to W-2, could help with some of those tasks that would free you up to focus on the more money generating, revenue generating tasks, right?
Absolutely. And you hit it on the head. And what I will tell you is this: don't be afraid to hire someone who knows way more about the thing you're hiring them to do than you do. In fact, when I did hire someone like that, and they were an operations person, and she blew me away. In fact, I am still using some of the processes and other things from inside my business from 2018. Like the basis of some of the things that she created in automation is still in use to this day. She literally moved me from a chart on the wall with sticky notes to being fully automated in how we process and onboard and manage our clients and all the things, our social media, everything. So when you hire the right person, man, it makes everything better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I love this question coming in from Aisha over in our Facebook community. It's so hard to find trustworthy people that will match your energy. Any thoughts around that?
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Aisha, for that question. Really, you have to be clear about what good looks like, right? Recently I was working with a client, and this is the truth, and this is really hard to say. Her and her business partner probably reviewed, talked to, engaged with about 600 people to make a hire. But the issue really wasn't the people, it was them, because they weren't clear about what they wanted. And so it's a terminology. It says hire slow and terminate fast. Hire slow, terminate fast. But at the end of the day, be very clear about what good looks like. Be realistic about what the job is, and be willing to give people an induction period, right? And also indicators of success. So what does success look like? So that they are very clear about it. and be willing and available to answer questions, to onboard, if it's not you, another trusted member of your team, so that they are clear. And if it is not working, then you need to end the relationship. And I say promote them to their next place in their destiny.
Oh, that's such a good way to say it and frame it up. Promote them to their next place. And in particular, if you're bringing somebody on that's going to help you elevate your marketing, all marketing is revenue generating. So I just want to emphasize that. Let me capture this comment as well. I don't think it's hard. You just have to have the clarity on who and what you need. All right, Lisa. So confirmation there in the chat.
Yes, that's true.
Thank
Absolutely.
You.
It's not hard, but I will tell you, if people are fearful, right? And oftentimes, like, our businesses are our babies, right? Mm-hmm. So we have prayed for the baby, you know, we are nurturing the baby, we paying for all these things for the baby, we carried the baby, and then now you want me to hand it over to someone else who's going to tell me, you know, what needs to happen, whether it's from marketing or something else. And so know that you're going to make some very, very great decisions. And sometimes you're going to make decisions that are lessons learned about what not to do. But those are also valuable as well. But there's risk, and you've got to determine what your risk level is with it. One of the best things that I heard about this is, so for example, if I were advising someone on hiring a marketing professional, whether they are a contracted resource, a vendor, or a full-time employee or part-time employee on the team, is that one of the things is ask for referrals. So people who have great marketing, right? Like this lovely woman that's in front of you now.
Thank you.
Right? And don't be afraid to figure out how much is the puppy in the window, because until you know how much it is, and there are levels, right? You don't know what you need to be able to elevate your business. So that is also critically important. Don't be afraid to ask the question, and then begin to build yourself up so that you can make those higher level investments. Because once you begin to invest, then your business will begin to scale. But you've got to make some investments.
Oh, well said. Listen, I'm going to end it there, because you're going to talk more and more in detail in person with us in Richmond, Virginia. We're so excited, Lisa, to have you at the Platform Builder Summit. Again, I hit the stage, I open up, and you actually are the closing out speaker. And so they will have a chance to interact with you and all in Richmond, Virginia. So platformbuildersummit.com. Join us. Where can they connect with you online, follow, get a consultation, all of those good things?
Yeah. So if you go to hrforprofit.com, I got a sweet little
ooh, do tell.
Giveaway. And I'm going to tell you, so I'm going to proudly say this. I actually created this before I knew anything about Chat GPT. So this is my own mindset. This is not, this didn't come from Chat GPT. It's from 30 years of experience. And it is a small business guide to making your first hire. There's also a little quiz inside of there. And it's also to making your next hire profitably. And I will tell you, I looked at it again today, even for this. It's good. It's really
like
good.
You look back and you're like, you know what?
I look back. It's like really, really good. So if you go to HR for Profit, it's there. If you go to Instagram, it's also there as well. And again, thank you for the invitation. I look forward to sharing with the audience in Richmond, Virginia next month. I cannot wait.
Oh my goodness. It is upon us. Thank you, Rochelle. She said that's so true. Absolutely. Everything you said, you dropped so many gems in to help people think. And I love that. And thank you for sharing the behind the scenes story. So there's the information we have tagged on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. So if you get turned around, just go to Sharvette.com. We've got Lisa's full bio. I only read a snippet. Full bio, connection points, and all of that. So the final thing, the goal of the show is to motivate, excite, and influence. And we'd like to know what continues to motivate Lisa.
Yeah, I think what continues to motivate me is the power of other entrepreneurs willing to help and offer assistance. And so the thing that I really love about some of the rooms that I've been blessed to be in, to meet amazing people just like you, is the help that is offered. And so the only thing you've got to do is raise your hand and ask for help. And so don't forget that. I know that we can become lone wolves out here. Don't do it. Ask for help, ask for advice, ask for referrals, and watch your business elevate.
There you go. Watch it elevate and your brand elevate. Go to hrforprofit.com. So simple, so easy. Hold that complimentary gift up one more time. So when you all get there, you know what you're looking for. You know what you're going to get. Digital. It's going to be digitally delivered to you. So thank you, Lisa, for being here. And we're going to see you in less than 23 days, 22 days here in Richmond, Virginia. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you.
All right. Wow, such a great segment. And I think what was so powerful is that Lisa gave information. If you were even in this place of fearfulness of what does it look like to build a team, she kind of laid it out, and you have somewhere to start. You have somewhere to think about where you want to go, and the tie into marketing, that the marketing and your personal brand and the platform you're building for yourself, even as a solopreneur, if you are here, or you might already have one or two assistants, is going to help you attract that talent. So it's that, to me, was like a mic drop moment if you didn't catch it. So your marketing is about building your team, but your marketing is also in addition to attracting the customers and the clients that you're looking to have. Awesome. I agree, right? Thank you, Lady Di. Thank you, Aisha, for your statement. Thank you. Definitely inspired. We are so excited. And again, listen, y'all, 22 days, 22 days, 23 days and some change away. And I am telling you, it's bananas. It's completely bananas. So let me just run through. Let me just hold on, because I want to make sure y'all can see what's going on here. What is going on? We can't have nothing covered up. We can't have nothing covered up. And so we are excited. We have Sharice Jones is going to be joining me on the stage. She is in a fireside chat running a multi-million-dollar company, Shop Sassy Jones. Oh my goodness, check them out. She has an amazing brand story. You can see her items on HSN. She has a flagship store, just doing amazing things. Shout out to Sharice Jones of Shop Sassy Jones. We've got Dr. Stephanie hitting the stage as well. There's $1 million message in you. Listen, she spoke for us before, and everybody remembered her. They were like, yeah, she came down in the audience. We have Tremaine Wills going to join us. 3 reasons money flees from you and how to fix it. Oh my goodness. We have Coach Shaya coming in from California. She leads, she profits. So this is not just about your branding and your marketing and looking pretty and looking attractive. We also want to make sure you're making a profit, just like Lisa said. We've got Yulika Kimber coming to the stage, MBA, CPA. She's going to talk about how to run your business by the numbers. She's also one of our sponsors. Shout out. We have Julia Royston coming in, flying in. She's going to talk about the power of a brand book. Listen, your transformational story has to be told. Your intellectual property has to be documented. We have LaKayla Bonaparte's going to be with us. She is going to talk about Facebook ads 101, setting up your account for success. Literally, this is what she does. She's an employee for marketing companies, and this is her job. So literally, this is what she does. We have Kara, Roots Coming, content that connects. If you go follow Kara, like right now on Instagram, she's dropping nuggets all of the time. We have Amy that's coming, harnessing the power of video for sales success. She has like a video studio. She does professional videos. Listen, Lisa just told you need a brand video if you're going to be hiring. We have for our VIPs, Jatanya Parker, who is a grants manager. She's going to talk all about grants. Also for our VIPs and our general registration and main conference, I'm going to get to experience Tony M. Winston will be hitting the stage twice. We've got Tracy Harvey that's going to be hitting the stage how to wow with websites. Listen, are you all ready? We have Adrienne Cole Johnson. She is part owner of the Richmond Market, and she's doing other great things. There's like hundreds, if not thousands of people that go to the Richmond Night Market. She's going to talk about voice and value, how to build community and your brand. We've got Dana Wilson that's going to be hitting the stage. She's going to be doing a breakout. She's also going to be joining me on stage talking about streaming her way to success, live streaming that she's implemented. Along with that panel is Dr. Valerie Harris. Listen, I told her last year to do one live stream. Now we like something like 60 live streams later. She's going to talk all about it. We've got Ayanna Smith hitting the stage as well on that same panel, all about live streaming. We have Edwinette Moses. She's going to be talking about to be continued, your next move. She is a co-owner in her family business. She's a licensed realtor, but she's like, what does it look like if you're transitioning to retirement? And don't she look young? She looks good. Listen, what does it look like? You still got a lot of energy and life left. We have Erica Brooks joining us, therapist, to talk about self-care 2.0, caring for self while handling your business. Do you see the mix? Do you see what we got going on? We have Dio Greenway coming. She's going to talk about write the vision. If you're like, hey, I want to write a book, I don't even know where to start. And then last but not least, closing us out, we have our speaker and our guest for tonight, Lisa Ealy, Profit Amplified, 5 HR strategies every entrepreneur must master. Listen, you have got to get yourself in the place. Our MC is Dr. Tabitha Spurlock, and back by popular demand, our event DJ Asia, DJ Shanghai will be in the building. So listen. You don't want to not be here for this summit. I'm telling you, you don't want to be. I'm excited. Thank you, Rochelle. Yes, thank you, Dr. Copeland. I'm sorry. She's going to be there. Grabbed her ticket today. So you can jump over to platformbuildersummit.com. If you are listening from Sharvette.com, it's a link right on the homepage there, but platformbuildersummit.com is where you can go to join us, and you get to see and meet Lisa in person at the Platform Builder Summit. It's a wrap. We're closing it out today. Thank you so much for being here for episode 712 on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. We appreciate you. We'll see you all later in these internet streets. If you come back and listen to the replay, let us know. Give us a shout out. Talk to you later.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you've been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Get Sharvette Mitchell every Tuesday at 6 p.m., interviewing all the stars you want to hear from. So until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.